Malaysia got in 1903 Institute of Medical Research. That time white man was controlling Malaysia was under the British. He developed, the mosquito, how malaria spreads through the mosquito. Ronald Ross, his name. He found how malaria was spreading through the mosquito. He got Nobel Prize for that. Yeah.
Well, I think
when I was giving a talk at the IMR, presenting, I said, I know about IMR. You fellows have done nothing great. There's only once.
IMR is Institute of Medical Research, Malaysia.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a hospital. I said, you fellows all have created nothing. Only once. Malaria. Ronald Ross. He got Nobel Prize. After that, zero. Show me what you did. They all panic, I said, don't. Face the facts. You are doing all the lab work. What did you discover? Did you discover a cure for something?
This is actually the initial question I wanted to ask you because, like I said just now, in Malaysia, the mentality.
Yeah. What is the mentality?
The space we are in.
What is the mentality?
We, are minorities. Don't you think that plays a role? Is it tougher for you as a minority to be doing this rather than someone in the majority?
Who is the mentor?
The Malays.
What have they discovered?
That's what I'm asking.
Did they discover it?
That's what I'm asking.
No, that's not a very logical way of saying.
Okay, then how do I ask this question?
I counter your argument. Who is the majority in the world? Israel, what's the population? 6.3 million.
6.3 million out of 8 billion people? That's majority?
6.3 million controlling the world.
6.3 million? Not 60 million.
No!
6.3 million?
Yeah.
Out of 8 billion?
We, how much? 32. They are minority. They are a small population.
There's no other bigger population.
China 1 billion.
Then?
India 1 billion, 2 billion. They only, I'm telling you, 6 million, a small minority population can control the world. That's why your minority question doesn't come. Singapore, how many people?
You just blew my mind, sir.
Singapore, how many people? 5-6 million. See the economy, see the ringgit, dollar. How?
Just
not the
switched
number.
my perspective. So, you don't see it as a form of oppression?
I don't see it as oppression. What is happening in our country is there is a perception they are marginalized, they are not taken care. It is a false perception.
Right.
Why this perception came? It is the mentality of these Indians who came, especially the Indians who talk, Chinese one day. Why they talk? When they came here, the majority of them were laborers.
The British brought them from India.
Laborers in the estates, in the railways, in the road building, in the town board, all laborers. Majority. This laborers mentality, the boss, is a demigod. So what they call the estate manager, Yajaman.
What does that mean?
Big. It's like
Big boss.
you worship your whole life in the Lord's hands.
Master,
So
master.
this master-slave kind. And what? They always have this mind to depend on the fellow to help. This mentality is the one which is keeping us down. Okay, look at us, look at me. My mother was an estate worker. She worked as a cook in the manager's bungalow. Her husband and all other cooks.
Manager is what, like British?
British,
Okay.
1930s, 30s.
Mochi.
Okay, Uchi, I am her son. She was from the labor group.
The
Son.
lowest of the lowest.
Yeah, no. The boss was God for them. That's why I told my dog, my mother was an estate cook, a manager. I am today a professor with 12 degrees.
And 3 PhDs.
Yes, and a business, earn millions. How did that happen? I moved away from the government. The government, when you're in the government, there is a boss mentality. Somebody is controlling you. You become your own boss. You see my case. Hey. Studies.
Okay, good, but we are still in Malaysia. You still have to live in a house.
Everybody has to live in a house.
You still have to go through roadblocks.
That is normal. What is so different about it?
You still have to go through some sort of oppression.
Oh, that one I don't agree.
You never face any form of, I would say, like oppression or racism or any
No,
ism.
you feel you're oppressed because you think the boss is not helping you. Because you have the boss mentality. What was my mentality? I am the boss.
But doesn't the population and minority majority play a role in this?
It is actually a false notion.
You can do whatever you want in Malaysia?
Yes. You can do business, you can register your company, you can get loans. There is the freedom for you for everything. People only say, I said no money to start. Hey, come on now.
Okay, what do you say about a straight A Indian student that's trying to get to a university but then cannot?
What do you do?
What do you do? Start your own university.
How did I study? I only went to university for my first degree. The others are correspondence, MBA from US doing.
Outside of Malaysia?
How did I do?
Which means you need money, which means you have to make your own money.
I was working. My salary was only 700, 800. I registered with the Institute of Administrative Management in London. Correspondence course. How much I spent? $100.
So you did this what?
Then
online?
I did my degree in purchasing and supply. Institute in London. Also correspondence. Only exam I go and sit here. How much it costs? I did my MBA. What university is that? US. Okay. 3,000 US dollars or something. That time I was working already. happy. So how?
So would you say that what about the people that cannot afford it? Even though it's 100 ringgit, what about the people that cannot afford that?
Worse. Even if you don't go, you're already working. You're working, worst case scenario, labor. Right? You send your kids to school. You cannot make money. Send your kids to school, train them. When they come, they can do their own business, get a better job.
So you're saying, if I get straight A's, cannot go to university, the straight A's means I can make money somewhere, one way or another?
You know what my lecture I told her? They all asked me the question. I said, hey, you know why? You fellas are not improving because you are looking for a job. Hey, well, I will. Take your time. It's a green, light green. That's the name. Keep next time, we have to use that.
Because one of your PhDs is for business administration, correct?
Okay, I challenge you. The guy who established Ginting, PhD he got.
Gautam.
What MBA?
You know what he had, I tell you? The connection to the government.
Rubbish. He came with an underwear. Do you know that?
I mean, I heard
From
the story.
China.
I heard the story that he was close with
I'm telling you.
Tunku Abdul Rahman or
He
something like that.
came with nothing. How did he do?
Tunku Abdul Rahman
He
was his friend.
started small contractor. Slowly he got big projects.
Yeah, how? Maybe he is
Why?
good friends with the
He
politicians.
was looking for money. He didn't look for a job. I told the Indians, you look for a job, you'll get a job. You look for money, you get money. Attitude. We Indians are all going work. My father would say, hey, work for the government, no. When I wanted to work private, I got very upset. Because that time, that was very stable, the government, every month you get salary. Okay, you remain at that level.
Would you say every Indian can do this? In
Yes.
Malaysia?
First generation, of course, lah. But second generation, they gone to school, they already studied from 4, from 5, they already gone to a different level.
Plus we
And
have
their children, they go to university, they got different level.
plus we have the internet now. We have the internet now.
Yeah, that is why I'm saying the knowledge is free now. You people, you see, like English. Who cares about the government? I'll study my English on my own. Why can't you say that? That's why I'm writing my comment. Hey, this is the age of free knowledge, internet. Go and learn your own language. Like Tamil, you think what? I went to school to learn. I learned my own. Now I can quote you all the truth.
So what do you say about everyone who's going to school now? Like,
So what? Just now only I told you. Like, what is the Quran says about business?
What did Thiruvalluvar say about business?
Tell me.
I don't know, sir. I didn't read the Thirukural.
Hey, don't laugh. These are the things which motivated me.
Yeah, what did Thiruvalluvar say about business?
Very clear, he says. வாணிகம் செய்வார்க்கு வாணிகம் பிணி பிறர் உன் தமற்போல் செயின். I told this one. For a man who is interested in business, business becomes his duty and job. But when you do your business, treat your customer as if you are the customer. Now, why can't they follow this? The other thing, say, oh, we don't know how to make that. There's one more Quran for that. ஆக்கம் அதுவினா செல்லும் அசைவில்லா ஊக்கம் உடையும் உள்ளே அசைவில்லா ஊக்கம் உடையும். You know what it means? ஆக்கம் அதுவின்னா செல்லும். Money or property or wealth will find its own way to the person who will work unceasingly, take effort.
Unceasingly, what does that mean?
Unceasingly.
I don't know that word. Unceasingly? Unceasingly?
ஆக்கம் அதுவின்னா செல்வம். அசைவில்லா. அசைவில்லா means unceasing.
What does unceasingly mean?
Non-stop. Don't stop your effort.
Oh, cease. Unceasingly.
Ceasing.
Oh, okay. Non-stop, right?
Asavilla.
Right.
That means you cannot rest. You must keep on.
Right.
Wookam. Strength, effort, energy. Money will come by itself to the person who unceasingly put effort to do what you must do. Okay. So these two Quran you analyze and see. Why can't they come? Because we came as laborers, the boss is our boss, God. வெள்ளக்காரன் எந்த சொல்லி எஜமானா இந்த வெள்ளக்காரன் மேனேஜருக்கு ஒரு டைட்டில் துரை.
What is Dora?
Dora is like Lord, you know. This mentality now also, they look for the Lord to help them. Here, you look at the government to help them. What nonsense.
How do we change that, Char? It's
What
been
is that?
embedded in
Just
a way.
get lost and do your own thing. English, for me, I tell you, learn your own.
So would you say everybody should quit go to school and open a YouTube video and learn them by themselves?
No, you can. Hey, I am learning all this how la. Everybody can learn because we got so used must go to school.
And school is the biggest form of control.
Never mind, you go to school. After that, you can learn some more. After school, you can learn what?
I mean, school is one of the biggest form of control.
Basic like arithmetic, English you learn. After that, what you learn important.
Right. Higher education.
Yes, highest all you can learn. Only thing certain you have to go lab, like medicine you have to go, operation all that you have to go. This all this and all that what all you can learn. I no complaint.
What you said about
we
the...
don't get two hoots of the
No,
government
what you
as
said
long
about-
as they give us the freedom to do business to do.
But would you say some people don't have that freedom?
No, they create their own block.
Everyone.
Yes, freedom is everywhere. Free, everything is free. You only say, I must know this, so I must go to government, I must pay this, so much.
Some people don't have access to that.
Access, right? Find out how to go to access. You go, ask for form.
Some people don't
fill the
even
form.
have access to internet. Rural areas.
That is what the second generation have to do. First generation don't have. Second generation, they work hard, they cannot buy. Correct? I'm from rural also. Where? I was born in old Kampo. I had to go to school 12 miles. This is not. We can. Indian can. Indians are very good. Now you see Indians, they are top in the world.
Right.
They are top. Google, who? Facebook, who? Huh? Indian.
Right.
Even the Vice President of America was Indian. Finance Minister UK
You're
was
talking
Indian.
about Kamala Harris?
Who is the Finance Minister of UK? Indian.
Right.
We have tremendous.
Yeah. CEO of Google, Sundar Pichai is Indian.
Now, how did they go? You go and trace back the family. Go behind one or two, or from some rural India.
Right.
That's why I say, don't underestimate. I always told the Indians, it's not because I'm prejudiced or I'm racist. We South Indians come from a very intelligent race and civilization. They asked me why. I give a talk on this. They asked me, please not like நல்லா கேளு. இந்த திருக்குறள் புக்னா இது யார் எழுதுனது? Who wrote this? திருவள்ளுவர் சார். எப்போ எழுதுனார்? 2000 வருஷத்துக்கு முந்தி. 2000 வருஷத்துக்கு முந்தி இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு அறிவு புக் எழுதுனா ஒரே இனம் வந்துட்டு தமிழ் இருக்கா? எப்படி எழுதிருக்காரு? 2 lines, 7 words, 2 lines. இது மாதிரி யார் எல்லாம் அறிவு அதில் இருக்கு. இந்த லெவலுக்கு வருதுன்னா எவ்வளோ, how long you should have evolved language, writing, literature, intelligence. Then only you come
consciousness.
Then only you can write this book. But தெரியுதா? That's why I told them, hey, pray. I told them, on the top, hold your arms. Can you see the blood? That is Arivu Rattam. Intelligent blood, genetics, good. Your genetic memory is very big. There's so much of experience coming through this civilization. Where is the strength? Now you want to go and beg for a job. இவ்வளோ பலத்தை உள்ளுக்கு வச்சுட்டு நீ இப்போ கெஞ்சி கேட்குறியா? Always. I spoke like that. Go and find. We are brilliant.
What you said about the Israelites controlling the world, that changed a lot.
Yeah.
And my understanding of like being in a country.
It's called servitude kind of attitude. Servitude kind of attitude.
Right.
Now government politician. All the porky fellas are politicians. You won't listen to them.
Is porky a good word to say?
You are clever. Go and learn.
Right.
That's why I show my example. See, na maradallan kalpi dengue eல்லாம் cure பண்ணிருப்பேன்.
Which in the Baha'i faith, it says it's like you have to stray away from politics. That's why it says you have to stray away.
That is party politics.
Oh, okay.
It is not politics.
Right.
You see the Tirukkural book, you take.
Right.
What is it?
Politics. From the politics of nationhood to the divine polity of global superstate.
This is politics. And politics is a science of government. That is everywhere. What is wrong? Party politics, fighting for power. That is the weakness of the democratic system. That is why abolished in the Bible. No party politics.
You knew lah.
Yes. Because in the Baha'i faith, universally elected, no parties. And you are not responsible for the people who elected you. Unlike here, in a democratic system, that's why you must read it. In a democratic system, you are responsible to the electorate. In this one, you are responsible to God. What is the difference?
Right.
What is the difference? Electorate imperfect, God perfect. It's better to answer to a perfect than to an imperfect.
There are certain.
See, that is why we have stupid fellas being elected.
Yeah, but there are certain states in the world where they're trying to make it into like a holy state or like a holy country where, like, let's say Italy, like the church controls most of the governance.
Yeah.
So isn't that God as well?
Yeah.
You think Italy's governance is a good thing?
God. God.
Like Italy, right?
Italy, no. Italy is actually democratic. That one is Vatican.
Right. But but don't you think they get like their
Vatican's time over it.
Right.
It had its time and control. Now it's just a piece of small place there.
Right.
I went there.
But there are people that are trying to change the whole country into like a holy country.
The last time.
Right.
Holy Roman Empire.
Not anymore.
Patient. Okay.